Thomas T. Nagle, The Strategy and Tactics of Pricing, A Guide to Growing More Profitably. Welcome to the world of strategic pricing, where finding clever ways to maximize profits is essential for thriving in today's increasingly competitive business landscape. In the book, The Strategy and Tactics of Pricing, A Guide to Growing More Profitably by Thomas T. Nagle, you'll discover why pricing has become so crucial in the age of information revolution and how companies like Apple and Walmart have successfully placed pricing at the center of their commercial strategy. Learn to avoid common pricing blunders, embrace effective strategies like value-based, proactive, and profit-based pricing, and uncover the essential steps to boost your own pricing game.
The power of strategic pricing. In the digital age, consumers are more sensitive to pricing, and companies are focusing on innovative ways to increase profitability. This book summary looks at how Apple and Walmart have successfully used strategic pricing to their advantage. By keeping prices high for unique products like the iPhone, Apple created a reference point for their product range and encouraged sales. Walmart offers massive discounts on essential items like toilet paper and diapers, allowing them to avoid a price war and recoup losses by pricing other items higher. The key takeaway is that great pricing strategies aren't about tweaking prices to perfection or selling as much as possible, but rather increasing profitability in innovative ways. The book also explores common pricing mistakes that companies should avoid. The complexity of pricing strategies. Many companies use pricing strategies that are often insufficient to cover the cost of production. Despite the cost-plus method being the most common approach, it tends to be the hardest to execute, and it involves adding a markup to the cost of production to determine retail prices. However, companies cannot tell how much of the product they'll sell, and customers are not always aware of a product's actual value. Additionally, setting prices based on competition is a fatal mistake for many companies. Although pricing plays a critical role in achieving profits, it is far more complex than what most companies believe, and requires a more nuanced approach that combines the understanding of the product's value, consumer behavior, and production costs. Mastering strategic pricing. Discover how to gain a competitive edge in pricing by implementing 3 dimensions of effective strategic pricing: value-based, proactive, and profit-based. To gain a competitive edge and stay profitable, companies need to implement effective strategic pricing. This involves 3 dimensions: value-based pricing, proactive pricing, and profit-based pricing. Value-based pricing requires timely reactions to changes in customer perception of the product's value. For instance, when iPhone 7 is launched, the value of other smartphones will decrease and their prices must be discounted accordingly. Proactive pricing involves anticipating major events that impact prices and developing strategies to adapt and maintain a stable customer base. For example, if a new disruptive technology is about to be launched, introducing a new loyalty program can keep customers coming back and maintain profitability. Profit-based pricing focuses on generating profits rather than boosting sales. Ford Motor Company's former CEO Alan Mulally scaled down their offerings from 96 models to 20, giving up market share but achieving great profits. This approach helped keep Ford afloat during the 2008 recession while their competitors filed for bankruptcy. In conclusion, mastering strategic pricing involves understanding these 3 dimensions and implementing them appropriately. By following the 5 key steps outlined in the book, businesses can boost their pricing game and stay ahead of the competition. Pricing strategies that work. In this summary, we learn about the importance of creating value to determine an optimal pricing strategy for a product. Economic value, not use value, should be used to set the price point. Differentiating the product by adding emotional value or providing excellent customer service can also add to its perceived value. Nonetheless, pricing strategy determination can be complex and can't be calculated with a simple mathematical formula. Strategic segmentation for profit. To maximize profit, businesses must segment their market by pricing their products according to each segment's economic value. Segmentation allows businesses to tailor prices and packages for each consumer group, targeting features that are important to one group while not overcharging another. Airlines use this strategy by charging more for premium services like first class, catering to those willing to pay more for a more comfortable experience. By understanding the value and willingness to pay for each segment of the market, businesses can create a range of packages and prices, ultimately maximizing profits and customer satisfaction. Helping customers make informed choices. Customers often do not have the time or inclination to read through numerous product specifications. This is where marketers come in, who help customers choose between search goods and experienced goods by emphasizing the features and benefits that make their product stand out. Marketers can also offer free samples, trials, and statistics that demonstrate the superiority of their product. Understanding a customer's relative cost of search is key, as information about search goods is more readily available compared to experienced goods. By using effective marketing strategies, companies can help customers make informed choices and increase interest in their product. The psychology of pricing. The perception of value is influenced by psychological factors. Reference pricing, discounting, and sales techniques play a key role. Strategists can use this knowledge to price their products more effectively. These factors reveal that customers are less interested in saving small amounts and more attracted to perceived value. The pricing strategy of expensive items alongside cheaper options is known as top-down selling. This technique, combined with reference pricing, can make it easier to sell products that would otherwise be overlooked. Additionally, by offering more attractive packaging, such as free breakfast or unlimited access to the pool, hotels convince customers to make bigger purchases without focusing on small discounts. The psychology of pricing offers a unique and powerful tool for businesses to price their products and services more effectively. Mastering strategic pricing. In the world of business, setting the right price for products or services is crucial for success. In the book, Mastering Strategic Pricing, the author provides 5 essential steps towards setting effective prices. The 4th step involves creating a pricing policy to help guide businesses through uncertain situations that may require price adjustments. Honesty is emphasized as the best policy when faced with sudden price surges due to changes in raw material costs or other factors. The 5th and final step involves setting prices sustainably by determining an initial price window, defining the differential value that the price should capture, and effectively communicating with the target market. By following these steps, businesses can avoid alienating their customers while still setting prices that reflect their value and sustain their financial goals.
In summary, Thomas T. Nagle's book reveals the significance of strategic pricing in the modern business environment, and why companies need to change their perception about pricing. By understanding and avoiding common mistakes, embracing effective dimensions like value-based, proactive, and profit-based pricing, and following the 5 key steps, businesses can transform their pricing strategy and ultimately increase profitability. Remember, in the world of strategic pricing, innovation and forward-thinking are the keys to success. So, embark on your pricing journey, keep these valuable insights close at hand, and let your business grow more profitably than ever before.